How is it? Go to everyone to my WWE Stomping Grounds 2019 paper predictions. Of course, Stomping Grounds, kick ass and take names, whatever the hell that means, takes place live on the WWE Network as well as pay-per-view tomorrow night. And overall, I gotta say, going to Stomping Grounds, I feel like I say this for every pay-per-view because I genuinely do feel like I say this for every predictions video I make. But this one, I can't stress enough how little I give a shit about this show, because this is just, I don't know, this does not need to happen. I don't think there's a person in the world that cares about Stomping Grounds. Honestly, like, there's zero hype to it. Ticket sales, which I really don't give a shit about because I'm not a business person. I'm not running the business for WWE. I don't care. I'm a fan. Ticket sales are absolutely horrendous for the show as well. There's just, all this pay-per-view is rematches or, you know, matches we've seen before. There's nothing exciting or anything about this pay-per-view. It's literally just there. There's no reason for it, and for whatever reason, WWE felt neglected and obligated to produce this show. Why? I don't know. But Stomping Grounds 2019, I do not care for. It is a garbage card. There's nothing, honestly, to look forward to. There's one match, only one match, I legitimately care to see. Besides that, I don't care for anything else. And, yeah, Stomping Grounds, I really just don't care for. I'm not excited for it. Just, yeah, I don't care. Of course, on the card tomorrow, we do have 9 matches scheduled. We do have a kickoff show 1 hour prior to the show itself. Of course, there is no matches announced for the kickoff show as of right now. I'm sure a match or two on the main show will be bumped to the kickoff show, or they'll add some. I don't know. They'll figure something out, obviously. But the 9 matches we do have scheduled for the show will feature a triple threat match for the Cruiserweight Championship. Tony Nese defending against Akira, Tozawa, and Gulak, which on paper that does actually sound like a pretty damn good match. So in a way, I am looking forward to that one. The New Days, Xavier Wood and Big E, taking on Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, a random match that doesn't really need to happen. We've seen this, not this exact match, but we've seen New Day and Owens and Zayn have several matches over the last couple weeks, so this match really does not need to happen, but it is happening. Becky Lynch defending the Raw Women's Championship once again against Lacey Evans in a Money in the Bank rematch. Not really much to say about that. Speaking of the women, Bayley will be defending her SmackDown Women's Championship against Raw's Alexa Bliss. You know, their matches in the past haven't really been that good. You know, go back to Payback and Extreme Rules 2017 where they were just absolutely nothing. Well, I think their Payback match was pretty good, but their Extreme Rules match where Alexa Bliss just squashed Bayley, yeah, that just was not any good at all. But that's a match happening. You know, Nikki Cross is in Alexa Bliss's corner, so maybe that'll play a factor in the match, obviously, but not really much to say there about that. Roman Reigns taking on Drew McIntyre in a WrestleMania rematch. Their match WrestleMania was very disappointing. So for that reason, I'm not really looking forward to this match at all. It's really hard to look forward to anything Roman Reigns does nowadays, honestly, because he's been stuck with feuds with Shane McMahon, Elias, Drew McIntyre. They're just not delivering. They're not very good. So I feel bad for Roman Reigns, but what can you do? Seth Rollins will be defending the Universal Championship against Baron Corbin, but in this match, Baron Corbin will be picking a special guest referee of his choosing. Who will it be? I have no idea, nor do I really care, because I don't think it'll really play a factor in this match. If anything, they'll probably end up setting up or being the next challenge to whoever wins this match, honestly. Whether it's Rollins retaining or Corbin winning, I think the special guest referee will end up probably being the next feud for the champion, so that's pretty much that. Daniel Bryan and Rowan defending the SmackDown Tag Team Championships against Heavy Machinery. It's a match. It's definitely a filler match nonetheless, so that's happening. I think the interaction between Daniel Bryan and Otis should be gold, but besides that, don't really care for the match. And then the only match I'm looking forward to in the show, Samoa Joe defending his United States Championship against Ricochet. That is the only match on this show I honestly care to see. That is an exciting match if it delivers. I think their contrast and style should just mix very well. And just that match in general, Samoa Joe and Ricochet, that sounds absolutely awesome if you ask me. So that is the one match on this entire 9-match card that I care to see. So Samoa Joe and Ricochet, hopefully they steal the show. They should. Looking forward to that one. Should be a good one nonetheless. Then, of course, we'll be having Kofi Kingston defending his WWE Championship once again against Dolph Ziggler, but this time in a steel cage. Dolph Ziggler in a steel cage, even more boring than Dolph Ziggler in a regular match, if you ask me. I don't know. Don't care to see this match. Kofi and Ziggler, they've had great matches in the past, but their match Super Showdown sucked because Dolph Ziggler in 2019 sucks. He's not any good anymore. Get over it, people. I used to love Dolph Ziggler. Go back and watch my past videos from years ago. I put Dolph Ziggler over all the time. Now he doesn't care. It shows. I don't care to see him. So Kofi and Ziggler, steel cage. Don't really care for it. Just like I don't care for Stomping Grounds. Dumb pay-per-view. I mean, the name's dumb, obviously, but the point of it is dumb. There's no reason for Stomping Grounds, but you know what? It's all about, I guess, producing and putting out, because, you know, WWE, it's more about the quantity. It's all about quantity over quality for them. So, obviously, it shows, and Stomping Grounds is a perfect example for it. So, without wasting any more time, let's go ahead and jump right into predictions. United States Champion match. United States Champion Samoa Joe versus Ricochet. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and say Ricochet becomes a brand new United States Champion against Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe, honestly, is only U.S. Champion because Rey Mysterio had a vacated championship, and I guess they had no one else to put it back on, so they just put it back on Samoa Joe. So you know what? I'm going to say Ricochet pulls out the surprise upset victory and wins the United States Championship. I think him winning the championship can be very beneficial for him. Joe, he's kind of just going nowhere with the championship and don't really know where else he can go with it, honestly. So I'm going to go ahead and say Ricochet becomes a brand new United States Champion. Triple threat match for the WWE Cruiserweight Championship. WWE Cruiserweight Champion Tony Nese versus Akira Tozawa versus Gulak. I'm going to go ahead and say Tony Nese retains the Cruiserweight Championship here. You know, fantasy booking, I would have Tony Nese defend the Cruiserweight title against Gulak next month in a Philadelphia street fight at Extreme Rules, since it is in Philadelphia, so hopefully that's the route they go in. I'd have him a pin Tozawa here, and then of course defend against Gulak there. But hopefully this is a good match. Nonetheless, I do think all three competitors will bring it and have a great match. But like I said, Tony Nese to retain the WWE Cruiserweight Championship. The New Day versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. I'm going to go ahead and say Owens and Zayn get the win here. Those two have not won a match in I don't know how long, and honestly, New Day does not benefit at all by winning this match, nor do they lose anything. They don't lose any, you know, momentum or anything. So I think Owens and Zayn desperately need to win here, and hopefully they win, because like I said, New Day really has no reason to win it. So it should be a fun match, I think. But like I said, Owens and Zayn to walk out victorious against the New Day. SmackDown Women's Championship match. SmackDown Women's Champion Bayley versus Alexa Bliss with Nikki Cross. As much I'd like to see Alexa Bliss win the championship here, I'm going to go ahead and say Bayley retains the SmackDown Women's Championship. I just don't see her losing, especially considering she just won it, and Alexa Bliss is a Raw Women's Superstar, so I don't see what benefit it has having Bliss win it. But I can see it happening, but I don't know. I just don't see it happening, unfortunately. So Bayley to walk out still the SmackDown Women's Champion. Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre. As much as I do believe Drew McIntyre desperately needs this win because he did lose to Roman Reigns back at WrestleMania, I'm going to go ahead and say Roman Reigns gets a win here. Obviously, I think they're trying to build him back up for Shane McMahon down the line in a rematch. So I think in order to do so, you need to start having him get some victories. So I think, you know, Roman Reigns winning a match here against Drew McIntyre is very possible. Like I said, I would think McIntyre should get the win here. But, you know, I'm going to say Roman Reigns. Hopefully this match is better than the WrestleMania match. That was very disappointing. But, yeah, like I said, Roman Reigns to get the victory here. SmackDown Tag Team Championship match. SmackDown Tag Team Champions Daniel Bryan and Rowan versus Heavy Machinery. Easy, successful title defense, in my opinion, for Bryan and Rowan. Don't see him losing tag team titles here. I think Heavy Machinery is just a filler tag team for a quick title defense for them. So hopefully it's an alright match. Not really sure what to expect. Like I said, Daniel Bryan and Rowan are my pick to walk out still the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Raw Women's Championship match. Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch versus Lacey Evans. I'm going to go ahead and say Becky Lynch retains Raw Women's Championship here. I don't know. I just don't see her losing the championship this early. And, you know, Lacey Evans, she still has plenty of time to win the championship. I can see her winning it down the road. I just don't see it happening here, unfortunately. So, hopefully this match is better than her Money in the Bank match. I think it will be. But coming result, I do believe Becky Lynch will walk out still the Raw Women's Champion. Universal Championship match. Universal Champion Seth Rollins versus Baron Corbin with a special guest referee of Baron Corbin's choosing. I have no idea who the referee is going to be. It could be Brock Lesnar. It could be Bobby Lashley. No idea who it's going to be, but honestly, I don't think it will matter because I do think Seth Rollins will walk out still the Universal Champion. Don't see Baron Corbin winning it. If he does win it, I'd be mildly surprised, and I just wonder why they put the championship on him. But hopefully it's a good match. Their match at Super Showdown was really good to my surprise, so hopefully they can replicate that here. But yeah, Seth Rollins is my pick to walk out still the Universal Champion. And then the main event, steel cage match for the WWE Championship. WWE Champion Kofi Kingston versus Dolph Ziggler. Without a doubt, in my mind, Kofi Kingston will retain the WWE Championship. He's just been on a roll since winning the championship. He's been having such great, you know, title defenses on TV. You know, his match with Ziggler, Super Showdown wasn't all that good, but besides that, he's been on a roll as champion, and Ziggler, he's just a filler, guys. No way he's winning this match, in my opinion. So, easy, successful title defense, in my opinion, for Kofi Kingston to walk out still the WWE Champion. Well, ladies and gentlemen, hope you guys enjoyed my WWE Stomping Grounds 2019 paper predictions. Like I said, Stomping Grounds, kick ass and take names. Whatever the fuck that means. Takes place live on the WWE Network as well as PPV tomorrow night. Not looking forward to it. Don't care for it. I don't think it'll be a good show by any means. Usually I try to be optimistic and say, you know what, it might be a good show, but honestly, I have zero hopes for it being a good show. But you know what? most of the time that happens, the show ends up being really good to great. So who knows? I might be surprised. It might be a great show, but as of right now, I don't care for it. I have no excitement for it. And on paper, I think this is a garbage show. But well, obviously, we'll see how it turns out. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, please feel free to leave a like below. Of course, tomorrow for my review. I'll see you guys, and thank you guys for watching the video.
I just want time in a tree. I need a place just